Over 20 years ago, stadiums in England were made all-seater after the tragedy at Hillsborough. Despite this introduction, each week thousands of fans choose to stand at football, with many suggesting it greatly encourages singing and improves atmosphere.
Stadium disasters are not uncommon in the history of football, with numerous tragedies occurring around the globe, including Argentina, Scotland, South Africa and notoriously Hillsborough. One of the main vocal detractors of the Safe Standing campaign is the Hillsborough Family Support Group, who suggest that there is no such thing as safe standing, and that safe standing can only be implemented along with pens, cages and fences, all of which were contributing factors to the tragedy in 1989.
We came to Norwich City to talk to the Barclay End Project, a supporter group who want to see safe standing at Carrow Rd.
The introduction of the all-seater stadia after the Taylor report in '92 was obviously intended for all everyone sitting down. Everybody's standing up in a seated area, the chairs come up to about knee height, which is intrinsically unsafe in terms of everybody standing. You only need one person to fall, kind of a domino effect. So it's a rail seating, a lot safer. You have a rail every two things, so you can't get the crowd surges that you had in the old style terracing. You can't have that kind of movement and stuff, so it's a lot safer.
You see it benefiting the club financially and things that way?
Yeah, for every one seat that you have now in all seat, you can fit 1.5 in to the rail seating, so you can increase the capacity. Also, from the business point of view, it could mean you could reduce ticket prices slightly but get more people in, thus making more money for the club.
We spoke to some supporters outside the ground to see whether they would support standing sections in the UK.
Do you stand at football?
Only during exciting parts of the game.
Okay.
I know the legislation says you have to sit down, so I do.
Okay, and would you be in support of a specific area for standing?
Specific areas, yes. I probably wouldn't partake of those areas myself, but yeah, got nothing against it.
I've seen those fold-up seats, so as long as it's safe standing, yeah, I think that's definitely
fantastic.
the way to go.
And what do you say to people who would say there's no such thing as safe standing?
I disagree. I don't think it's rowdy or anything like that. So yeah, I can't see that it's really much more dangerous than being sat down, to be honest. So.
Around 90% of fans surveyed by the Barclay End Project wanted to see safe standing introduced. It's likely that any standing area in the UK would see the instalment of rail seating.
Particularly for Premier League clubs who have aspirations to play in Europe. At the moment, UEFA rules say for Champions League and Europa League games, they have to be all-seater grounds, so they can simply put the seats down and use them as seats for those games.
A statement from the FA said, "The FA would be happy to take part in discussions regarding the possible reintroduction of standing areas. However, that would have to be a decision taken by government. For our part, we would seek to be convinced that such a change would enhance the spectator experience and lead to improvements in stadium safety and crowd management."
The future is uncertain, but what is certain is that safe standing is growing in popularity. So much so that Sean Harvey, the Football League chief executive, last week suggested that the issue had to be debated and has even lobbied government to legalise safe standing. It remains to be seen whether the Premier League follows suit.